Hello, everyone, and welcome into this Sunday evening. It is October the 19th, and I'm Chris Allen, and this is 270 Weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Well, um, I said last night and yesterday that I didn't think you would have to worry too much about severe weather. And it turned out to be the case. I mean, there were a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings back into far western Kentucky, but they were short lived. There were no tornadoes, not even really any reports of damage for that matter. There were a couple of gusty storms, which were expected. I said to expect when that line comes through. That it was going to blow for a little bit, and then it would be done. Some of you picked up a little bit more rain today on the backside of that cold front as it came through, but that was nice. I mean, it brought us some beneficial rain, and we'll check some of the numbers here in a minute as far as who got what and how much from the Kentucky Mesonet sites. Now the focus is going to be on chilly air. It is going to get pretty chilly for the first time this fall season as we get on into the week. Most of the week looks fairly dry, but I've got some numbers that may make you think about, getting your coat out of storage. Uh, but it's a real possibility. So I want you to be aware of that. It is very, very possible. All right. So let's take a look at the conditions right now or what has happened today at the Bowling Green Airport, which our high was only 69 degrees. That was it. Here at the Bowling Green Airport, 69 degrees. 2 degrees below the normal of 71. And that high was actually set kind of early today. We made it back about the mid 60s this afternoon with that little bit of sun that came back out behind the cold front, but that's about all we could muster. And the low of 56. A lot of that is just from early yesterday and where the temperatures are beginning to fall now back into the 50s. But here is the best number of all. Down there at the bottom, that precipitation total, 1.54. An inch and a half plus rainfall here at the Bowling Green, Warren County Regional Airport. Yes. That pretty much verified. I mean, I said expect about an inch to 2 inches of rain, maybe an inch and a half in between. And that's where we landed. That's what we picked up. Some of you got a little more than that, some of you a little less, but boy, it sure was nice to get that rain. And now it is gone. All of it is gone, and it should stay away from us for a few days, but that's okay. I think we've done a good job here of catching up on at least the short-term rainfall. Here is a look at satellite and cloud cover. You can see that over in eastern Kentucky, we still have some leftover clouds, but most everybody else here has cleared out pretty nicely. It was a beautiful sunset a little while ago, and just a few scattered clouds here and there made for a pretty sky. But as you can see, everything now has moved off to the east. The winds are beginning to settle down after being breezy last night and for much of the day today as that cold front made its way through the area. Well, let's take a look at some of the numbers. We'll go to the Kentucky Mesonet sites here. And these are current temperatures. As I said, everybody's starting to fall into the 50s right now. It's 52 at the Corvette plant, 54 at Western's Ag Expo Center. The chilliest temperature is down near the river in Burkesville, 42 degrees. There is a 49 in Todd County, Elkton, and in Russellville. In Logan County, a 49. Oh, there's one up in Litchfield, 49 degrees. So, yeah, hey, it's not going to take long. I think most of us are going to fall into the 40s, but there could be a few of you that may even drop into the upper 30s later tonight. How warm did it get today? Most of us did get into the 70s early, but you see back west where the rains were occurring for the first half of the day, 60s. Winds right now are coming out of the west, mostly west, and light. How about the winds? What were the peak gusts today? Well, we had a peak gust of 40 miles per hour in Barron County, some 30s here in Warren County, almost 40 in Morgantown. Let's see, 30s. Oh, there's a 45. That was in Wayne County, Monticello. Picked up a 45 mile per hour gust today, or at some point when the cold front came through. Let's check on rainfall, okay? And see, let's go past 24 hours. Oh, it looks good when that map is colored in with the green. Nice. So, pretty good coverage here throughout Warren County. Not just one spot, not just the airport, but pretty much county-wide. 1 inch and 4/10 at the Corvette plant, 1 inch and 45/100 at the Ag Expo Center, 1 inch over in Barron County, 1 inch and 4/10 down in Allen County, Scottsville. Look at this, 1 inch 68. That's Edmonton and Metcalfe County. 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/3 inch, 1 1/4. I mean, inch and a half. I mean, most everybody got some really beneficial rainfall, not just what came through late last night, but some of that leftover shower activity that blew through here this morning. So that is fantastic. And that is exactly what we needed. So, yeah, how about that? You guys got, well, look at this down here. Albany, down in Clinton County, 1.18. Nice. And then it tapered off as it went east. Not as much of heavy rain out into southeastern Kentucky. It was all west and central. Very good coverage of rain. We'll take it. And here's the thing. We're not quite done. While most of this week is going to be dry, there is a good chance of rain again this coming weekend. And according to this, the long-range output here shows about 1 inch, 1 1/4 to about 1.5 inches of rain. More. But it's not going to come in until the weekend. Between now and, say, Friday, we're going to stay dry. But that's good news. More consistency with rainfall, which I made mention yesterday is something that we need, and it looks like we're going to get it. Thank goodness. All right, we go to the maps now, and you'll be able to see what's coming down the pike. High pressure beginning to take over now, the drier air working in behind the cold front that came through last night. The winds now beginning to die down. There could be a little patchy fog early tomorrow morning in some areas. Notice here with this next system, this low pressure system, there's not any rain, but look at the wind. The winds are going to pick up again because look at those tight isobars packed together. That means breezy conditions are coming back. This is Monday afternoon, then into Monday evening. Well, there's a little rain trying to come out of it. This is the rain that originally we had in there, small chance for Tuesday with this front, but it appears now that it's going to be breezy, but the only thing I think we'll get out of this are some clouds and maybe a few sprinkles. It doesn't appear that we're going to get really organized rainfall out of this next front on Tuesday. Here we are Tuesday night. The front passes to the east, and it reinforces the cooler air that we have right now. So that's why I say Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, somebody is going to get their first frost. It's not going to be a widespread or killing frost, but it's going to be touches of frost scattered on any of those 3 mornings when the temperatures get cool enough. And the skies will be clear, so I think it's very doable. Here we go into Thursday morning. Friday morning, here comes the system that is going to impact our weekend. We start cloudy, but as the morning continues, overrunning moisture coming up from the south. As you can see, this low pressure system is way out here in Oklahoma, but it's got a warm front. It's got wind. So we're looking at rain and thunderstorms that'll be moving in for Friday afternoon into Saturday morning. There's the low over Arkansas. And then it moves right up into Missouri with the warm front and the rain and the breezy conditions into Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday look wet and windy once again here in southern Kentucky, but warm, no. That 87 that we had as a high yesterday, almost tying the record of 88, that's over. That is over. Let me show you. Here's a look at the blender. Look at these 60s and 70s all the way across the board. And then look at this. Yeah, a lot of 50s, but there are some 40s and, oh, look right here. This would be Wednesday night into Thursday morning, 39. But I think some of you will get more like 35, 36. It's cold enough to make for a touch of frost. Yeah, the closer you get to 32, of course. Yeah, but this is just going to be some touchy, scattered frost. But for the first time this fall season, some of you are going to get that either on Wednesday night, Thursday night, or Friday night with those chillier temperatures. But yeah, it's going to get chilly. And then it's going to stay chilly. You may even have to make some chili. Oh, goodness gracious. But that's okay. It is that time of year. And so that begs the question, with it getting that cold, you know, some would call it cold, 39, 35 to 39. Some of you may call it cold enough to turn on the heat. Is your heat ready to go? If not, then tomorrow, since it's Monday, you need to call R&R Controls to have your heat checked, have your HVAC checked, maintenance to be done. If there's got to be maintenance done, they can take care of it. Or you may want to do, like I encourage you to do the last few days, look into getting a generator. And they can actually work with you on financing for it. Thankfully, I didn't hear of any real power outages from last night's storms. I mean, they really did not turn out to be a big deal, which I said, if you'll recall, I didn't think they would be a big deal. It wasn't going to be a walk the floor up all night kind of a situation, and it wasn't. It just, the things needed for that kind of an event were just not there. So we just got some gusty storms and some rain, and that's it. Nothing more than that. But, we're getting into the time of year when we have a fall severe weather season. And the next time something comes by, I mean, it could be maybe this coming weekend. Well, you want to be ready. So I would make one of the first calls you make tomorrow to R&R Controls. Just have them come out and check your HVAC, your generator, your ventilation, heating, cooling, the whole works, whether it's residential or whether it's commercial, business or home. Have them come out and do a check. 270-777-2024. R&R Controls, 270-777-2024. With R&R Controls, you'll never be without any of the things that you need, like heating, cooling, all the other things, generator power, backup power, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Short and sweet tonight, kept it to 17 minutes or so. Thank you to everybody who is watching and always watches. I appreciate you very much. I will not be on TV tomorrow in the morning. I have a day off tomorrow, but I'll be back on Tuesday. But I will do one of these tomorrow night. But in the meantime, have a great evening. God bless you, and thank you for watching 270 Weather, and I'll see you later.